Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to set up LEMP stack on Ubuntu 2022. I'm going to use PHP, MariaDB, NGINX. We need to check our IP address for the connection. So my IP is 192.168.179.138. I'm going to connect it through SSH, so I need to check whether SSH is installed or not. We need to install SSH client to connect it remotely. As we can see that SSH is running actively. Now I'm going to connect it using PuTTY client, and we need to give our username and password and save the host keys. Here we are connected to the Ubuntu machine. These are the PHP files for the project, and this is the configuration file used for the NGINX. I have made a note for all the commands and steps used in this project. First of all, we will need to update all the packages. Now we are going to install NGINX. Make sure the internet is connected. Now we will check the NGINX status after reloading. As we can verify that NGINX is running actively. Now we need to configure the firewall. The firewall is generally inactive, so we need to activate and enable the firewall. Now we need to allow NGINX services and also the SSH service so that there won't be any disruption in remote connection. As we can see, all the services are allowed for the firewall. Now I'm going to install the MariaDB. Here asterisk means all of the packages required. Just to check if MariaDB is installed in the apt list. Now we need to secure the SQL installation as it might be vulnerable and prone to the attacks. So we need to set up a new password for the root login. I have used Maria123, which is used for the connection in the database. Also in the php db.php file I have used this password. That's why I announced here. Now we need to restart MariaDB service. Here MariaDB should all be in the lowercase. As we can see that the MariaDB is actively running. Now I need to set up for the PHP. Make sure you type everything correctly. We need MySQL, PHP MySQL and the PHP CLI and FPM. Now let us log in the MySQL MariaDB and make a database. We need to create a database and a table. I have named the database as CRUD app. If you want to use my code, you also need to make the same database name, or you can create your own code. I have used the history command to make a list of all the commands used. Here NGINX is still running and I'm gonna use WinSCP to file transfer from my Windows machine to the Ubuntu, which is running on the VMware. So I need to connect it for the FTP. Now my files are in the music folder, so I will directly go to the music folder and copy all the essential files in the document folder of the Ubuntu. I have used WinSCP. You can also use FileZilla, whatever software you prefer. Now I will list all the files that I have transferred from the Windows to the Ubuntu. Here we can see all the files have been listed here. Now I am gonna copy it to the var www.html folder, which will be hosted by the NGINX server. First of all, I will copy the learning configuration file to the NGINX available sites. As we can see, the learning configuration file is there, and now we need to change the default to the learning. Here I have edited the configuration file using nano. It will listen on the port 80, and below that it is IPv6, which I don't need for now, and the root folder for the files which will be hosted is the var www.html, and the server name is very important, so it should be the IP of your Ubuntu machine, which you can check using ifconfig or IPA. And the index.php file after index is also very important for hosting the PHP file. These are the configurations. You can Google much about this configuration. It is very important to know everything in this configuration file. So I have unlinked the default, and now I'm going to link the learning as the default. Here we can see learning has been made as the sites enabled default. Now we have tested that everything is okay by the NGINX. So we need to go to the /var/www/html folder and put all the files that we have copied in the document folder. One thing to remember here is that your machine might need sudo privileges. Whenever you get a permission denied error, you need to give sudo command. Here all the files required for this project are listed in the www/html folder. Now we need to restart the NGINX server and the MariaDB. We also need to change some permissions to avoid the unusual permission conflicts and issues. Now on my Windows PC, I'm going to type my IP address of the Ubuntu machine, and as we can see, the GUI has been prompted with add user. Now I have typed my name in the name field and my email, and on clicking on the add user button, it has added me. Now I can check and verify it from the MariaDB database. For that I need to log in into MySQL using root and Maria123 password, which I have used in the code as well. You can find that code in the description below. The link for the Google Drive will be attached here. Here I have used CRUD_app for the database. The data has been stored in the users table. As we can see that the MariaDB and the NGINX is working properly. Now I can also edit it from the GUI. And after editing on the web page, the server side database has also been changed. And after clicking on the delete button, we can see that it shows empty sets. So this LEMP stack video has been successfully finished. Thank you for watching the video, and I have attached all the history of the commands used in this video. So please comment it down if you need more such videos. And again, thank you.